Welcome to today's workshop. My name is Austin Distal. I'm here with Jasper, and we're going to talk about how to bring AI into everywhere you work. This is a really exciting evolution to the world of AI writing. We've seen this taking the world by storm, and it's just pretty amazing how fast the world has taken on generative AI in their work. Today's live workshop, I'm going to be going over how to bring the power of AI writing everywhere that you work. And so there's a few things I'll cover in today's short webinar. What is generative AI for all you new folks out here? How to use AI everywhere you work. The top 5 ways to use AI and to improve your work. And I'm going to demo some new features of the Jasper extensions so you can bring the power of AI writing into your tools, into your workflow, saving you a ton of time, improving your content wherever you are, across your teams, across all of your workflows. All right, so let's get into what is generative AI. If you've been hiding under a rock, let me show you the light. We just held a conference last week in San Francisco called Gen AI, short for generative AI. And it was really cool. Over 1,200 people showed up on Valentine's Day to understand like what is the state of the union of this technology. And over the past few months, you've seen ChatGPT blow up. You've seen Lensa AI, and your whole Instagram feed is full of AI generated profile pictures. So it's captured our amusement. It's captured our attention. And what everybody here in the audience came to understand is this is really cool, but how do we use it in our daily work? How do we make money with generative AI? And what are the practical applications? And that's something that we've always looked to be the front runner on here at Jasper. And so the audience, I got to learn from a lot of these people. These are a very wide range of people using generative AI here in our community at Jasper. You'll find it's a lot of marketing and sales, a lot of entrepreneurs and creators. But throughout the crowd, there was everyone from podcasters to real estate agents, a lot of developers. There was even a few billionaires in the crowd, a bunch of famous creators. So just pretty amazing to see the diversity that you'll find in the uses here in generative AI. One thing I loved about Zach King is he said this quote: "Amateurs sit and wait for inspiration. The rest of us get up and go to work." And I thought that this was quite a great epiphany for a lot of people. Don't know who Zach King is. He's the #1 TikToker. He is over 100 million followers across the social media, and he has figured out a framework for generating great ideas. And he's actually an avid Jasper user. Him and his team use it to generate ideas for his videos and other pieces of content. And so this quote just reminds me that a lot of us can spend time like amateurs sitting at a blank page wondering when inspiration is going to finally click. We're wondering when the coffee is going to get it to kick in for our wheels to start turning and to have that inspiration of how to reply, how to write a good email, to write an ad, to write that blog post, etc. While this new revolution of AI assisted work is going to really make that process of inspiration efficient and really break through writer's block. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. The evolution of generative AI has changed a lot over the past 2 years since Jasper's been around. It's really taken wind, but there's still a lot of problems, a lot of shortcomings in generative AI. And there's a few ones that we want to address, but I think Dave here, CEO of Jasper, said it best in this slide. The future of AI in business is unbounded, collaborative, and on brand. Today, we're going to talk about the unbounded. And so here we look at how to use AI everywhere you work. This means unbounded. Currently in Jasper and any generative AI app, you have to go to it. And I would imagine that as you're using Jasper, ChatGPT, or any other tool, you have it open in a tab, and then you have the rest of your work right here alongside. And that's how most people work. Is that efficient? No, it's bounded to a new tab. And today I'm going to show you how Jasper Everywhere is unbounded. It's available anywhere that you work. You should also know that the future of AI will be collaborative, and the future of AI will also be on brand. These two things, though, are for another discussion, for another workshop. So let's get into how to use AI everywhere you work. And if you haven't known, Jasper is now everywhere with our extensions. If you go to Jasper.ai/Chrome install, that will allow everybody to go straight to the Chrome store. If you're not a Chrome user, you also will be pleased to know that we are now available on Edge, and coming soon, Jasper is going to come to Safari and Firefox. This is, by the way, we're just getting started too. The future of AI is everywhere. We're going to be building a lot of integrations and empowering other platforms with our API. I'm going to show you here the top 5 ways that we've seen the Chrome extension used across your workflow. And also, this intertwines with our top use cases and templates at Jasper. What we're seeing teams, small and large, from that freelancer that's in a coffee shop writing blog posts, all the way to one of our clients is Sports Illustrated with thousands of writers and staying on brand and consistently content. And small or large, this is likely going to apply to you. So the top 5 ways to use AI in your work, let me spark some inspiration for you. Email is the #1 use case for marketing, sales, and support. You'll be able to reply in Gmail. I'll show you that one in a second, or Outlook, of course. You'll be able to create high converting broadcast emails or automated sequences, whether you're using a tool like HubSpot, Salesforce, ActiveCampaign, Klaviyo. If you are in support or you're responding to tickets or chat, you're going to be pleased to get to inbox 0, handling tickets with empathy, responding in a personalized fashion that is very frictionless. Here, writing documents. Jasper is now available inside of Google Docs, Notion, or wherever else. You plan your ideas. You get everybody rallied around your campaign thesis. You create briefs. You summarize meetings. You brainstorm ideas. Or, of course, one of our top use cases is write long form SEO optimized articles, and you can do that wherever you write documents. You'll also find it is so efficient at creating high quality social media content. And if you want some ideas to generate, hey, Jasper, write 5 ideas for compelling TikTok hooks on the future of generative AI, or how to install shiplap on a wall. It's going to come up with all of such a wide range because it's read the internet. It knows about pretty much everything. And you can ask it to generate those ideas to get your wheels turning. LinkedIn posts, Instagram captions, Twitter threads. We are looking to, like, the content demands have never been higher than they are today. And if you interview anybody in marketing or sales, they're going to say they're creating more content than they did last year here in 2023. So if you are creating high, like, long form LinkedIn stories, if you're trying to figure out that perfect, clever Instagram caption, or you're trying to create viral Twitter threads, Jasper's just one click away to help you do that. This is a very popular use case for all you social media managers out there, and you're looking to save time and distribute one piece of content, repurpose it, and revise the context for the platform. You're going to be in love with using AI in that workflow. Something like Later, Hootsuite, Sprout Social, very popular. Video and audio content. It takes forever to take a published video handed over from your editing team, and then just get that on YouTube or wherever else you're hosting video, and then distribute that content across all platforms, activating all of your employees, your entire team to share that content in an authentic, original way. AI is so helpful in this process. If you want to generate descriptions for your YouTube videos, summarize that content, even podcast transcriptions, create content, improve those for ads, courses, video content, rewriting, or even planning that content is so useful with AI. And then web design and web content. So you're trying to create CMS collection items. That could be a blog post. It could be a case study. There's many use cases there, but you'll find that because this is an arduous task, very time intensive, AI assisted, generating that first draft to then have a human touch go in and edit it, you've given yourself that promotion. You're going from junior copywriter to editor in chief. And this is how at Jasper, we're able to crank out an SEO optimized blog article every single day. And it's not taking up our whole day. All right, descriptions for your products, Shopify, Amazon, Squarespace, etc. This is actually one of the roots of where we got started. At Jasper, we knew how important it is to, especially on Amazon, you want to have very high converting, but also search optimized content that speaks to your users. You might have the manufacturer's details sent to you by the builder, the developer, but you need to turn those features into benefits and you need to bridge it with a story. And so AI is great for that. And then within any online tools like Canva, Figma Online, you're able to use AI to help assist there. All right. We just talked about the theory. Let's get into the practice. I'm going to demo here a couple features. All right, cool. First, let me give you a little context. Jasper has been trained on all of these different best practices and examples. For example, writing email subject lines. It was taught the top subject lines of this past year and explain it to a child. This is helpful for creating a reading level of like 6th grade, 8th grade, 12th grade. All of these here are to help you do a very specific action. So other tools are very generic and wide in their practicality. Here, Jasper, we've gone very specific on all of these use cases. So even going as far as like Amazon product feature bullets. And so you'll go through here and you'll find all of these, but we all recognize how time intensive and just not efficient it is to have this tab open to copy and paste your answers and all of that. And so what we've done is brought inside of a Chrome extension, all you do is go to Jasper.ai/Chrome install, and you'll be taken to the store. Add this, log into your account, and then you're connected. Okay, once you do that, here at any time, you can bring up your AI assistant, click on templates, and now all of those templates are right here at your fingertips. You can go here to email, and you can write the subject line right there. You can improve your email if you want to take a first stab at it and then have AI revise it. Often that's what I do. I'll show you a couple different ways here, even writing cold emails outbound. Let's say that you're using something like Gmass and you want to send a bulk amount of emails within Gmail. You can create that personalized email and then send it with Gmass. Okay, so in this example, I am just replying, trying to get to my inbox 0. It's just today and I already have 39 emails. So I'm trying to blaze through and get to inbox 0 twice in my day. Now I can say, sorry, tell Greg, I'm sorry, I can't make it. Can you do Thursday? All right. So here I'm mixing it up a little bit. I'm not able to make the appointment. Great. Understanding. There you go. And it replied with who I am, all of that. Okay. In situations like this, here's how I would normally go and do this. I would have this first draft. I wouldn't just click send. I would revise it. I'd add any extra anecdotes I might want to use. I could even use the improver and do empathetic or excited or whatever. I'm going to do clever. You don't need to be clever all the time. You could also do a tone of voice of a person like Jerry Seinfeld or Willie Nelson, and it can do that too. Pretty cool different ways to use it here, whether you want to just get that first draft done fast or you want to improve your existing email before you press send. A lot of people spend a ton of time just editing and revising that email to make it perfect. And one thing that you're going to like is that the spelling mistakes and all of that are very rare in Jasper. And there's a whole extra layer before Jasper writes that improves its composition, its grammar, its editing. And you can also apply in your settings. You can do your language options. You can output in or input into 31 different languages, input and output. Pretty amazing. Okay, that's use case number 1, email. Y'all are going to get a kick out of that. It's available for Gmail and Outlook, where it's going to read the full context of your thread. All right, a lot of you that are in marketing might be interested in promoting any features, news, product updates, podcast interviews. Here, our head of marketing, Megan, did this interview with Marketing Against the Grain, HubSpot's podcast. And she can use AI to transcribe. Once it's transcribed, put that transcription into Jasper, and you can summarize it and just write within LinkedIn. This is really fun, and give Jasper a command to say something about an espresso. There's an espresso shot of marketing, or say a fun way to say, I was really jazzed and excited to do this podcast. And here Jasper can improve that comment. It can make it fun, enjoyable to read. So if you just have facts you want to blaze through and get that social post out, but then you can have Jasper improve it and make it even better. So now, not only do you want to do it, you also want to engage all of your employees, your teammates. You also want to engage your affiliates, your partners. Giving them a base swipe copy is what we do. So we have 200 employees here at Jasper. We'll say, hey, there's some big news that we want to share. So we'll create something like this. And then as an employee, you can go over to docs.new, have it something like this, and say, I just listened to this interview, and I can copy it, activate my Jasper guy, and do a text summarizer, generate 3 outputs. So there's a couple of tricks of the trade I want to show you. One is if you just do that command, it's going to only generate it one time. If you do it within templates, you can have it generate multiple outputs, and then now you're brainstorming and you can have multiple versions to choose from. So this is really great because that helps you create that original content. If everybody just copies and pastes the same thing into social media, it's not going to get any reach. Really, just the first one's going to get a ton of reach. And so you want to be able to create this unique original piece of content to promote your article, your podcast, etc. All right, let's say that I'm replying to someone in LinkedIn. If you're in sales, marketing, customer success, you want to have the context of that message in your reply. This is what's really hard about other AI tools, or even in the Jasper app, is not going to know all of this conversation beforehand. And so I'm going to reply to Beth with you right now. Beth, if you're watching this, what's up? I could use obviously a template, but instead I'm going to use a command. Reply to Beth saying, great to see you in SF last week, and thanks for the bourbon. All right. It was great to see you in San Francisco last week. I'm glad that we were excited to chat. AI, there we go. She's an affiliate in our program. Check it out. Super cool. I might want to delete this, edit it, of course. And this is like to get that first draft done faster. That's the beauty of it. But look, it's pulling in Beth's name. It's pulling in her hubby. And super interesting how fast you'll be able to get through. And of course, if you don't want to, you can just run it again and say, this is where prompt engineering starts to come into play, where you can, the better your input, the better the output. Imagine your AI assistant needs really good directions to do the task at hand. If I said, tell Beth when she's back in Austin to let me know. Thanks again for the bourbon. Do write in a clever, fun, personal tone of voice. And then I can be like, I appreciate the thoughtful gift from your hubby. All right. So I wanted to show you here a little bit extra of that prompt as contrast to if you do something quick, you're going to get a mediocre. If you do something more robust in your command, such as adding in clever, personality, any directions, any additional features you want in that command, in that reply. There you go. So let's watch this now. Love it. This is great. Appreciate the kind gesture. And it's talking about how thank you again for joining the affiliate program. Let me know if there's anything else I can help with, right? So this helps me get my first draft done faster and in a personalized way. You might also want to do that for any kind of commenting where it's a large volume. So, like in the last month, we have 51 reviews that we should reply to. And here I can say, so thank Kendrick for writing this positive review. Check it out. There's my command. I'll delete that. There we go. Here, like I'm getting through 51 tickets that I have to do in marketing to go and reply to all of our reviews. Same thing for ad comments. Same thing for social media comments. Same thing for customer success. And of course, you'll want to add in any extra details and make sure you always review it. I think what our job now is in this world of AI is to one, have that human touch at all times. Two, be a great director. That my job is now to give directions better than ever before. And it's also to proofread. So to make sure everything is factually accurate and that your replies are on brand, things like that. All right, another big use case I want to show you here is let's say that you have a long form piece of content. Here's like a blog post on how to get a license. And to promote this, I'm going to want to say something like, write a summary of the above. Come on, Jasper. So I can say, write a summarize of the above. Okay, there we go. Great. So now I want to show you that was a pretty bad prompt, right? Summarize the above in bullet point form. That's easy to understand. All right, so a little bit better. Now I'm telling it directions. So this is more like a, here's what to do. All right, I like that it did it in an ordered list. And if I don't like this, by the way, I can regenerate it. That looks better. If I like that, I can continue. If I downvote it, you're training the AI's model to do a better job. So we have a lot of experimentation happening, a lot of obviously the model itself is learning, and using this system is going to be very helpful in improving your account over time. So if I downvote it, it goes through there and I can redo it. Bingo. Let's continue this thought. Awesome. Okay, so if I like it, it'll stay. And here we go. If I give it directions on now, so now we're talking about sequencing our commands. We'll say something like turn the above into a, let's see, let's do write the above into a brief paragraph to promote on social media, tone of voice of telling your friends to read in an authentic, excited post. So here we go. I'll say continue writing with Jasper. See, it looks like it continued my thought. Here, write a paragraph. Perfect. So this is an iterative process, but there we go. Love it. Hey, friends, I want to tell you about how to apply for a short-term rental license in Austin. Here's what you need to do. And so now this is a Twitter thread. This is a LinkedIn post. This is a preview before they click into your blog post. And now you get clicks to your website. And so this is just different ways to use your tool, and you'll find what works for you and your workflow. But this is often what happens. Tell me if this is familiar. You're writing your blog post here within Google Docs, and then you're like, okay, cool. Now that I have it done, I have to go and post about it. So this is one way to streamline that workflow and save yourself a ton of time. I would go in here, copy and paste, put this into Twitter, and then I would link out to, you could turn this into a thread, a fast action way to get a short-term rental license in Austin, Texas. And then you know how to do a thread. So you'll do, this is 1, 2, 3. And then you might want to put here, the last link is, hey, check out my website for the complete guide. But here, this is the quick order of how to do this. If you have not already gone and downloaded the Chrome extension or Edge extension, head over to Jasper.ai/Chrome install, and you're going to be able to start your free trial and use it there if you're not already on board. I'm guessing most of you all on this webinar are already on board. If you're not, this week we're running a special. Go to Jasper.ai/100K, save that link, and we're going to give 100,000 bonus credits to brand new Boss Mode customers for you all that want to use the Chrome extension. You want to try it out. So this is one of our best offers that we've ever given. It does expire on February 28th, the last day of the month at midnight. So if you haven't already, go ahead and get started there. Now, if you want to continue your education, I would recommend setting your goal to get Jasper certified. And so this is roughly a 45-minute to an hour and a half long certification. And by the end, you get this certificate. You can put that on your LinkedIn, and you also get a badge. And over the course of, to get this, you'll go through the basics. You'll go through how understanding AI and how it thinks, using templates in different examples, how to use it in documents, how to help your team with account management. This is a really great complete course hosted by Kyle. He does a great job at keeping it fun, concise, to the point, very relevant to the daily work in our careers. The course is free. So go ahead and sign up for Jasper, get started. You can go to learn.jasper.ai/bootcamp. And there you are. We're going to continue this conversation over in the Facebook group. As you're using the Chrome extension or the browser extension in your work, you're going to find some really nifty ways to use it. My request, my ask is that you share with all of your fellow AI writers out there how you're using it to make your workflow much more efficient. Thank you all for attending me live. And if you're watching this in the recording, thanks for staying around.